Well, good morning for day 8. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a whole lot of footage for fun on this part of the day. I woke up with a little bit of a sore throat, stuffy nose, and as you've seen in probably a couple days ago, I only showed it really in one video. I've been testing daily, and this thing lit up like a Christmas tree. So I guess there's a way to document a little bit different of the cruise industry right now, and showing how Royal Caribbean treats their guests with their Cruise with Confidence. And luckily for me, it's the last day of the cruise. I've still got one more night, so I'm going to give them a call and kind of go from there and see what happens. But yeah, that's definitely a positive. So I will basically bring you guys along, explaining everything. Overall, I feel fine. I got a little bit of a stuffy nose, a little bit of sore throat, a little bit of a sore throat, not really much. I was just tired yesterday, which I attributed more to back-to-back days of water park out in the sun. Like, I'm a little sunburnt and everything, so I figured it wasn't gonna be that bad. But so yeah, I was just a little tired, so passed out, woke up feeling like this. So yeah, so let's give Royal a call. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Okay, so basically, they say to remain in my room, and they'll come here and perform a PCR test on me. I believe it's the rapid PCR test, where at that point it takes about an hour to get the results. So hopefully it shouldn't be too long to, I already have the results. So yeah, it's great, just great.
Mr. Kearney,
Hello.
how are you?
Good.
Excuse me. Okay then. So you had this antigen positive.
Yes.
Yeah? I don't need to.
Lit up like a Christmas tree.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Please, sir, I need your signature here.
Okay.
And also in the back, that is the provision of the treatment, okay?
Okay.
You will not be charged for these services. Neither for room service, but you will have to remain in the room
Okay.
until you disembark, okay? Are you recording?
Yeah, I do YouTube videos, so I'm just basically trying to document as much as I can. So it'll just be more me.
That's good. This is temperature. 36.4. Well, at least the saturation is good, so that's good. A good thing.
Sorry, what's that?
So the saturation of oxygen is good. And I brought you this.
Okay.
You can dissolve one package in half cup of water,
Okay.
and drink as a tea. You can have one now, one in 12 hours, and one tomorrow before
Okay.
you leave. Okay. And then I will test you. Most probably will be positive, but I will call you in 45 minutes to tell
Okay.
you the result. Okay.
And then, what's the process for? I guess because getting off the ship and all that kind of stuff, especially because I'm a Canadian, so flying home is going to be a little bit more of a challenge now for me.
Yes, exactly. Guest services will contact you to tell you how you will proceed for the
Okay.
disembarkation, because will not be same
With everyone
with
else, yeah.
everybody. Yeah. So they will let you know where and when you will be escorted to go
Okay.
out. And also, yes, I guess that you will have to pass the rest of the isolation in I don't know how they are proceeding in a
Yeah,
hotel or in
that's
a,
the whole Cruise with Confidence thing. I guess
Exactly.
that's more for them to answer there. Yeah.
Exactly. This is
All
the
right.
ugly one, sorry.
Oh,
Right
nose?
through the nose. It's the ugly one, so be with me here a minute. the other nostril. Finish. Yeah. Very
Oh.
good patient. Very good
Oh.
patient. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I will call you in around 1 hour to tell
Okay.
you the result. But please remain here in the meantime.
Okay, no problem.
Yep. And I gave you the medication already, everything. Yeah. Okay then.
Okay, sounds good. Thank
Call you
you.
later.
Yeah.
So I call you like around, if it is not me because I'm almost finishing my shift, will be my colleague that is taking
Okay.
from me, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank
Yeah.
you.
We will, also room service and all of that will not be charged to you. And guest services also can provide you with free movies, you know?
Okay.
Things to be a little bit
I got my
entertained.
iPad and Netflix.
Also.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, sounds good. Thank
See
you.
Bye.
All right, so that wasn't so bad. Had to do the nostril test. And now I'm stuck here. I mean, I hope I just get to stay stuck here in my room rather than the actual isolation rooms, because at least I get to enjoy that. But I'm going to have a shower and wait for the actual official results and kind of go from there. Yeah. Quickly to add, I did try to time it, but I just forgot to check the timer for it. So they pretty much got up here within about 6-7 minutes of me getting off the phone with them. So very quick response. Quickly gave you some paperwork saying like, hey, they're gonna be treating me on the ship. I'm gonna follow their directions and everything like that to safely get off the ship. And basically, just that my movies on the TV now, any room service I order is now all included because I can't leave. Wi-Fi would be free, but I already have the Wi-Fi package, and really a day for it's probably going to be a credit of only like $10 or $19 or something like that. So it's not that bad. Overall, though, so far it's been a quick response to it, and yeah, now I just wait for the phone call. So, but yeah, about 6 minutes for them to come up from the medical center to quickly come up here, do a nostril PCR test, and should have the results here in about 45 to an hour, and then yeah, we'll let you know what happens next. Hi. Not at this time. No. I was just trying to pack up some stuff and figure out, but I'll probably wait till lunch. I could use some water. Yeah, I think I just have about half a bottle left, actually. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Bye-bye. So it's just room service calling and making sure if I want anything to eat or anything to drink or anything like that. So they're going to send me up a couple bottles of water right now. And yeah, we're still waiting on my official PCR tests. Hello? Hi. Good. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Oh, okay, sounds good. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, and that was the medical office just calling, telling me what I already knew. The antigen test was positive. The PCR test is positive. So now I'm going to get a phone call from the onboard doctor from the ship, and they'll explain kind of the process from there. So for the time being, I'm just going to keep packing up stuff since I'll be getting off the ship tomorrow anyway, and I kind of go from there. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, so just got off the phone with the doctor. Basically, it was just standard questions like, when do the symptoms start? What kind of symptoms do you have? That sort of thing. Well, really, it's just been some fatigue. A little bit of a runny nose. A little bit of a sore throat right now. So, overall, not that bad. Obviously, like, I don't have any of the pre-existing or underlying health conditions that at least I'm aware of. Like, I do get frequent blood work and your analysis and everything like that from my doctor at home. So everything seems to be, for the most part, in order. So hopefully this is where I just stay at this point. Like, if it's only like a little bit of stuffy nose, cough like every now and then, can get through this. But so far, yeah, room service, they've dropped off some bottles of water. I'm going to wait till lunch, though, to really order some actual food. I know the breakfast is all right, but you get more options with the lunch. And then on top of that, yeah, so the doctors reached out now. Now, the next step would be guest services is going to reach out to me, which they'll kind of explain, like, do I stay in this room? Do I go to a different room? Which is kind of why I packed up a little bit here. And then from there, they'll also explain how the arrangements and everything work to switch to a different, or when I get off the ship and everything like that tomorrow. So for the time being, I think I'm going to just continue to get my stuff ready in the event that they are moving me. But at this point, it's just the electronics that really need to be packed up, that in my bathroom, really. So it'll be fairly straightforward in the event that they are going to relocate me till tomorrow. But yeah, so right now, that's where I'm at. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated for what comes next.
Message discarded. That was your last message.
Okay, so got off the phone with the guest services team, and I am going to be relocated down to an isolation ward on the ship. So, unfortunately, got to say goodbye to that view and get relocated down to deck 3. So I'm going to have to give them a call once I am all packed up and ready to go. So luckily I have all the clothes and everything for the most part packed, and then I just have to pack up my electronics. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, so I am all packed up and moving down to the isolation ward, or the isolation deck. Deck 3, so no longer deck 8, going down 5 levels, and yeah, needing to sort everything out, but still same thing, runny nose, sore throat. That's basically it right now. Almost forgot my magnets. But working with figuring out how isolation hotels and everything will work once I get back into New Jersey. And the CDC says that it's 5 days for isolation, but Canada also requires me to be 10 days without in order to re-enter Canada. So luckily I booked with the Cruise with Confidence, so I'm going to hold Royal accountable to that, and making sure that I get what they promised me in order to book the cruise. So yeah, we'll see how everything goes, but right now it's yeah, could be a long road ahead here.
Hello. Good morning. There is a mail for you.
Thank you.
And if you could leave your bag outside, let's take the bag first, then
Okay.
we will escort you.
Okay, sounds good. So I'll put these in,
Just leave it.
and then I'll wear my bag.
Yeah, sure. Just stay. After once we get the bags, then we'll
Okay,
come back
sounds
and get
sounds good.
we'll get the mask.
Hello.
Hi. Are we ready? If you could
Yes.
use this mask for.
Sure. Oh, I have an N95. That
Yeah, you can wear that one. That is excellent too.
okay. Yeah, because I'll wear my N95.
Yes, please.
I pulled that one out, which is a little bit better. Oops.
You can double check your items if you are missing.
I don't think I am. Because I already did that before, so I think I'm good.
Can we go on?
Yes.
I'll escort you. Let me escort you. This will be your room.
Okay.
3200.
Okay.
And if you need anything, please do let us know. Yeah,
Sounds
we are
good.
here to assist you on. It's just a procedure. We sanitize and we wrap it up. You know.
Okay.
And bring-
Sounds good. Thank you.
Sorry for the inconvenience, and if there is anything, please do reach out to us. If there is.
Sounds good.
And if you can put.
Well, welcome to the new room. This one, at least I get an outside view for the time being. But, yeah, this is a ocean view room. Everything is all basically going to be I don't need to wear this anymore. The exact same. Yeah, it's literally the exact same. Other than no connecting room. Bed's just in the middle. Give me a whole bunch of waters. And some coffee stuff. Whatnot. Nothing in the mini fridge though, unfortunately. So yeah, this is my room for the next, well, 24 hours. Then I get off the ship and kind of go from there. So, yay. Alright, so just got some room service. Chicken tenders again. Grilled salmon because I know it was good. Did a chicken Caesar salad with chocolate cake. And then they were so kind to also include a bottle of wine. Because got nothing else better to do than to get drunk in quarantine itself. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to enjoy some food. Hopefully I can still taste it. Heard that's a thing. And figure out where I'm going to be staying. Because they gave me the option to just look at my own hotels as long as it fits within a certain price range. So I will probably be doing that, and gives me more flexibility in where I stay. And then just submit for reimbursement for. So for the time being, I'm going to enjoy my food. Alright, so a little update. Had a little bit of a nap. Spent some time watching some movies. Cough is starting to set in a little bit more of a runny nose, but overall, not bad. Ordered some dinner, and they allowed me to order from the main dining room, which I didn't get to cover in the overall series. That would have been tonight too. So let's see what we got here. So I got some just buns and butter. I have the French onion soup, the shrimp cocktail. Oop, that spilled over. That's unfortunate. The prime rib, lamb shank, and finish it all off with some chocolate ice cream. Like, not complaining here. Absolutely looks fantastic. I am going to devour this. Watching Scream right now. Yeah, probably then call it easy night. They've already asked me to order breakfast for the morning, which will be at 7 a.m. And then they've already told me that I should expect to get off the ship at 8, where the private car would then drive me to my hotel. So I'll be staying in downtown Manhattan at a hotel there for my isolation period, where I can then reaccom myself on some flights. Luckily, Air Canada has a good change policy right now where you just pay any difference. And yeah, so I'm going to have some dinner, finish watching the movie, and yeah, if there's any update or anything like that, I'll let you know. But until then, I'll see you guys. So I actually just went to throw some bottled water into the fridge, and earlier I said how they didn't stock it. I lied. That's awfully nice. So I'm going to take a ginger ale. still have some wine, and yeah, go back to dinner. But thanks, Royal. Well, good morning for, I guess it's day 2 of quarantine, day 3 of symptoms again. So my symptoms started Saturday with just fatigue, and that was it. So I figured it was just from water parks and whatnot, being out in the sun. So went to take a nap, half-hour nap turned into 12 hours, and then woke up cold sweats, congested nose, sore throat. Status from yesterday to today is basically the same. Nothing really much different. My nose is a little bit more congested than runny, and cough is still about the same. For the ship wise, we are back in New Jersey right now, and I should be getting my breakfast in about 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna have a quick shower, and then in about an hour and a half or so, that's when they're going to do a whole disembarkation part where I get off the ship and they transport me to my hotel in Manhattan, and then not really sure what goes from there, but I will bring you guys along for it. So this journey is taking a whole different toll onto the channel, so I'm going to document it all. Vlogging's been getting a little bit more comfortable with it, and yeah, so as of right now, basically nothing's really changed from last night, other than had a really good sleep at least. And yeah, I'm gonna shower, have some breakfast, and get off the ship. Alright, so my breakfast just got delivered, and it went pretty basic since I'm gonna be getting off the ship, and I didn't really want to film myself and then get into a car and whatnot. So basically got just some basic toast and a ham and cheese omelet with some bacon, plus 2 orange juices. So gonna enjoy this, and then yeah, another 45 minutes, and they'll be coming to kick me off and escort me out the ship. Maybe walk the plank, I don't know. It'll probably be a plank actually to get off. I don't think I'll probably be going through the terminal, because they said I'm gonna be getting off on deck 2, and disembarkation usually occurs on deck 5 on this ship. So yeah, I'll be getting off as if we're in a regular, or in a port of call kind of thing. So can enjoy breakfast, and then I'll see you when we're getting off the ship. Alright, so it is now 10 to 8, and housekeeping just stopped by, picked up my suitcases to take out for me. They're going to wrap them up and everything again probably, and sanitize them to get off the ship. I'm still going to keep my backpack with me because I can just carry that out myself. And yeah, I guess next step will be getting off the ship. Oh well. So before I actually leave, I just noticed one thing. So in my last room, I was facing, I believe it was the starboard side. Now we're on the port side, and the emergency instructions for your assembly station and everything that are on the back of your door actually includes which direction the ship is facing. So in my case, this ship was flipped the other way because we were on the other side of the ship. In this case here, it's, if you go out the door and turn left, you're going to be walking to the front of the ship. If you go out the door and turn right, you're going to be going to the bow of the ship. So it's pretty nice that they have that, like the subtle orientation kind of things within the ship itself. And then there's also a whole bunch of signs throughout to help keep you oriented, especially when you're in like the middle of the ship where there's no sight lines outside in what direction you're traveling or anything like that. It's really easy to forget which side of the ship you're on. Like there were times where I would go up the stairs and realize that I'm on the complete opposite end of the ship, and I have to walk through the long corridor back to my room. No big deal or anything like that, but it's just a little frustrating when you think you're at a certain point and you're really at a different one. And yeah, like you kind of get used to it throughout the days, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're getting off the ship. So yeah, it's just one of the other things that I noticed that Royal does on their sailings here. Okay, so time to head off the ship. All right.
You can check your bag, Peter, and
Yes.
start your car. Let's go.
All right.
What's going? How are you? Good?
Oh yeah, overall fine.
Yeah, well.
All right, time to check into the hotel. All right. Well, welcome to my new home for the next 9 nights. I'm staying at the 4 Points by Sheraton in downtown Manhattan. Got this little bathroom. Ended up with the king size bed. The nice like desk space, so I'll be able to do tons of editing this week. With a closet space and mini safe. Some drawer space, so yeah, no mini fridge that I can at least see, but that's not so bad. Take that off. It's just more drawers, and let's check out the view. I haven't seen this yet, but it's actually not bad. Nice high floor. Luckily, no building there currently. They're in the process of putting one there, so nice view. So yeah, I'm gonna at this point probably take a nap. It's been a little bit of an ordeal just getting off the ship. They couldn't check me in immediately. I had to wait in the lobby, mask on, and in a corner away from everyone for a little bit of time. Luckily, it wasn't too long. Understandable since I showed up super early. Most hotels obviously don't allow anyone to check in that early. So, yeah, this is my home for a bit. And any updates or anything like that, I will fill you guys in. But for right now, yeah, probably just going to get all set up and relax. Okay, so I'm back at home. I'm editing this video, and I'm really looking at the footage that I put together for the New York portion while I was at the hotel, and it didn't really seem to make sense. A lot of the times I was very tired. That was one of the symptoms I had from COVID. Was I was just more fatigued than anything. I had a little bit of a runny nose, a little bit of sore throat, but I just wanted to sleep a lot. So any of my footage that I did take, I was just super tired. And at the end of the day, I wanted to document Royal's handling of it, not just my experience with COVID. So ultimately, Royal's handling of my COVID experience on Anthem of the Seas. I really have no complaints ultimately for it. There was some transparency that I kind of wish was laid out a little bit in advance. The main thing was they allowed me to book my own hotel as long as it fit within $250 per night, and they would reimburse me upon my return. No problem. They also stipulated that they'd pay up to $100 in reimbursements for food. They didn't say that that had to be food delivery. So the CDC will allow you to isolate for up to 5 days, and then after that you didn't have to isolate anymore, where Canada wouldn't allow me back into the country until after 10 days. That being said, there was a Chipotle, there was a Taco Bell, there was a couple different food options around that I would just walk to. It'd be a lot faster for me to just walk to it, grab food, and then come back. They would not reimburse me for those. I wish there was some transparency with that. At the end of the day, it's about $70. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. Just at the end of the day, transparency communication would have been fine. Now, once I got to the hotel, there was a little bit of an issue with checking in. That's on a Royal side, so I'm not really going to discuss that here. Same thing with once I was in my hotel room after a couple of days, Royal was saying that they were reaching out to me and trying to get a hold of me. They were calling my emergency contacts that were on file back home, which were my parents, rather than calling me directly. Now, it was a hassle of trying to figure out who it was that was getting a hold of me, and that it took a whole day. It was just stressful because it didn't make sense of why they were trying to contact me, especially calling my emergency contacts. Got that all sorted out. I think that was ultimately a miscommunication error, as well as maybe my phone. I do have an app on it that does screen a lot of calls, so it could have been blocking that, and I couldn't see that those calls were coming through. So on Royal side, it's a neutral point. The last thing was they didn't reimburse my hotel to the airport afterwards cost. At the end of the day, I was going to be paying that anyway from the cruise terminal back to the hotel, back to the airport. So that's another neutral point as well. But they did also, one of the things I did submit for and they did reimburse, which I didn't expect for, was my parking overage. So I had to stay it worked out to be an extra 9 days in the United States from my original return date. And so I had the parking at the airport. When I returned, I paid for that difference, submitted for the receipt, and actually Royal did reimburse me for that, or reimburse me for that. So at the end of the day, that kind of made up for those other costs that weren't really covered. So all in all, I feel Royal handled this the best way that they could and in the best business decisions for them. Realistically, it's a very hard industry right now with COVID and returning back to sailing at the time when I did go on the sailing, which was at the end of April, early May. And things have been progressing since with the creation of this video. That being said, ultimately, everything that Royal is doing is obviously a business decision, and how can they be the most profitable with taking the most little risk. Everyone had to be vaccinated, which I was. Everyone had to show proof of a negative test, which I did. I complied with all of those and ultimately still got COVID. You can't get it down to near zero, as you can try to get it as close to as possible. And overall, it kind of cost them probably more money in the end with paying for my hotel than it cost me for going onto the cruise itself. So Royal, I am very thankful for the way you handled and me and basically treated me for the entire sailing for that trip on Anthem of the Seas. Angel, your hotel director, was absolutely amazing, was very communicative with me the entire time I was in my isolation ward. He was calling me, following up with me, emailing me. It was fantastic, and I really appreciate that. Ultimately, would I sail on Royal? Absolutely. Royal handled this in the best way that they can, and I look forward to seeing you guys again on another Royal Caribbean ship.